What's up? What's up?
Yeah, what's
How's
up?
it going, guys?
Woo! I just saw that parental fucking advisory right up front. What's up?
Always. I got a mouth like a fucking trucker, man. You goddamn right. We're going to have a parental advisory. No shame in my game. I don't give a shit. So free for all, swear away. You're good to go.
All right.
All right, everyone. I'm Fran and Savage, of course. Savage Ladies of Metal with me. Finally, back from her sabbatical, the beautiful Sara Jacobs. Welcome back, sweetheart.
Hi, thank you. I'm so happy to be back. And look who we got.
Yeah.
And with us today, if you don't already know who these badasses are, this is Hemlock. What is up, guys?
What's up? Half a Hemlock. We're the handsome half.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the brothers.
Yeah, they're the brothers on that hamster wheel that keep that bitch rolling.
There you go.
You guys want to introduce yourself? Who
Sure.
you are, what you're about, who we're missing.
Sure. Go for it, Chad.
And my name is Chad Smith. I do the lead vocals and bass guitar and bus driving and tour booking and merch designs and flyer designs and
T-shirt
stage managing and all kinds of stuff. That's me. I'm Chad. What's up, everybody?
And I'm Brian Smith. I'm the drummer, and I play drums and hang out, fuck around, have a couple beers, whatever. So Chad does a lot more than I do. I just show up on time, play drums, good to go.
Takes a long time to set those fucking drums up, though, you know? I guess if you're on drugs, you go, woo! No.
Is that what your sabbatical was about?
No, not at all.
I guess you'll never know.
Yeah.
What stays with Sara? What goes? How's
I
that?
doesn't remember
how's
half
that going,
of it, which is a
Vegas?
good thing. It's not a bad thing.
Hey, we're Vegas boys, so you know that's all good. We got it.
So who are we missing, guys? You want to say what's up? Give them a shout out.
I miss my mom the most. Oh, you mean band members? My bad.
Good answer.
Yeah. We're missing Jared Johnson, lead guitar player. Well, yeah, lead guitar player, and
He spreads like no tomorrow, Captain Solo.
Yeah, he's got Captain Solo tattooed on his knuckles. Well, I was going to give the other guy credit, but he does play more of the rhythm for sure. So yeah, Jared Johnson, the lead guitar player. He I don't know where he is. He's out rocking somewhere. He's doing something crazy. So, and then Jesse Ward, the other guitarist.
Jesse.
Jesse's a recent return to the band. He was with us from what years? 2012 to 2016. I mean, longer than that.
Yeah, longer than that. I think he was in for about 7 years, and somehow he missed us. He took a sabbatical, and now he's back.
He missed spanking your asses, didn't he?
He did. Yep. But he's back and better than ever. So
His post-COVID return.
Right. Correct.
So how's it been since he's been back? Did you guys miss him?
Of course.
Every single day.
Chad shed a tear every day he wasn't with us, but he's back. Better than ever.
You had to hold him and make sure that he and pat his back and say, "It's okay, brother. It's okay."
Yeah, we just got home.
He'll be back, I promise.
Yeah, we just got home from tour a week ago, so that's why everybody's kind of off on their own, doing their own thing, just trying.
You know what? And it's cool. I know last week we were supposed to have the interview, and it was the fact that you guys were actually considering to smash it into the last day of your tour. While you guys were coming back, I really, really appreciate that. But then it also just worked out. It's like, you know what? It's cool. Let's just reschedule.
Let them
I want
chill,
everyone to kind of like smash and kind of figure shit out,
I was ready to do it,
but then it just worked out. What never happens is you go back to back with the reschedules, and that worked out this week. So thank you to the other band. I could say more. I'm just gonna say thank you for not having your show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a dick and call it out because the Bad Boys came back to back. So I got you guys still here.
Nice.
And Sarah's bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, I'm well rested. Chad drove like all night and everything was crazy, and I got about 3 hours of sleep, and I'm like delirious. I think
you guys went through some crazy storms, didn't you?
Oh, that too. Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, all the storms were hitting the Midwest, and Chad, we were having a little bit of bus issues. So Chad was driving through the night, so the bus wouldn't overheat. So he would be up all day, rock the show, and then drive till like 6 a.m. for like almost a week straight. So it was brutal on him, but he's a trooper. Chad's a beast for sure. He is what keeps the Hemlock wagon rolling without it.
I saw that when he drove straight through. Like, how many hours was that, Chad?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even know. It was two or three energy drinks worth of hours.
Okay, so what do you do at that point? I'm just gonna throw this whole thing off. 2 energy drinks. If it's anything like me, within an hour, you gotta stop.
No, I just had to
Heart
put
attack.
because the rock and roll train has to go on. So it was after the show, we would load up the bus, and because we don't have roadies, we do all of our own gear. It's the 5 of us, the 4 of us with my wife, and we just load all the stuff up. Everybody else kind of passes out and goes to bed in the bunks, and I would just crack open 2 energy drinks and pound them at like midnight or 1 a.m. and just drive till 6 a.m. every single night for the last week of tour, because our bus kept on wanting to overheat. The radiators messed up. So now that we didn't miss any shows, which was awesome. That was nice.
Good, yeah.
Made it to all the shows, and then I would basically pass out in my bunk, wake up at the crack of noon. So I get like 6 hours of sleep, which isn't the worst, but I'm more of a 8 or 9 hour kind of person if I can. But
And the
so we made it to all the shows.
Yeah, but
The deal is day job.
like,
Yeah, Chad's day job is rocking out on stage for like 2 hours straight. So it's not like sitting in an air-conditioned office, He's busting his ass. We're doing the gear, meeting the fans, doing all that stuff, and then get in and drive when everyone else, is just ready to pass out. So, no, we all appreciate Chad without a doubt. He made it happen.
Thanks.
rock star,
Thanks. Yeah.
living up to his
That's
status.
beast mode. All right, Sarah, I'm going to let you go, and then I'll jump in.
Bye.
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, go ahead. What do you want to say? Okay. So after so many years together, how did you keep the band's chemistry? No, can't talk today because now I'm excited. Chemistry strong and continue to work effectively as a team. Sorry, got excited.
I got 2 words coming to mind. First of all, stubbornness is one, and just the drive and dedication. As far as keeping it exciting and going, me and Chad got our history, of course, brothers. Ups and downs, mostly ups, which is good. So we just have that chemistry. We've been doing it since we were kids. We have it, and luckily we got a couple of high energy guitar players, and we all just keep it as positive as possible, keep it going. Just again worry about the fitness and the balance out the caffeine levels and the 80s music and just have a good time. So to me, that's what makes it fun. That's what keeps it enjoyable, keeps it together. But what you got, Chad?
Well, I tell everybody that we don't really have fans, that we have friends, because we don't go hide out in the green room. We don't go hang out on the bus. We hang out at the shows. So that's what keeps us going, is going back and seeing our friends everywhere. We get like a family reunion. We go back and we hang out. We get to see our friends and take photos and just catch up, shoot the shit, hang out, and then it's awesome because they've shown us 31 years of support and friendship. So all around the world. I mean, we're always welcoming the newcomers too. It's crazy because we've done it so long that now people are starting to bring their kids to our shows too. They're like, I used to see you when I was 15, and here's my 15-year-old boy. It's cool. So
calling out the 15-year-olds for becoming parents. There you go.
When you get the little babies,
Proud generation,
you get the little toddlers.
Yes.
We have autographed babies before.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Like Ricky Bobby, where he autographs the baby. They asked us to sign their baby in Roswell. I think we've signed all kinds of stuff over 31 years. It's just ridiculous of all the adventure and all the stuff. But the fans are definitely what keep us going.
You know what? And that's awesome. Mad respect on that. There's a lot of places that, would book bands, no matter, especially, the bigger they are, but regardless, they'll book bands and then they want to do that meet and greet charge, so yeah, the bands can make the money, but that's just another way for the location. And being a booking agent, I'm calling that shit out. That's just another location, a way for that location to make more money off of your face, your pretty faces being there. But you're actually stepping over that grain.
Yeah.
And you're walking right up to them saying, we're right here. You don't need
Chad's got the best
to see us,
Yeah, Chad's got the best piece of that.
Yeah, unfortunately, because bands aren't making the money they used to be, because there's not record labels and there's not record stores, so everybody's kind of getting greedy and trying to do it. But Hemlock has never done it for the money. So it just is crazy because we've been on tour with bigger bands, and of course, if you're Slayer, that's a whole nother playing field. We've toured with Slayer before, and they have the meet and greets and all that.
Right.
But smaller and mid-tier
famous acts, that's different.
There's mid-tier bands and there's smaller bands than us, and not that it's a contest to who's bigger, but it's really fucked up if you charge for a meet and greet because you're like, well, you're both our fans, but you have more money than you do. So you can meet me, but you can't. And I'm like, that is so screwed up to single out your fans, whether they have money or not. So we never have ever charged for a paid meet and greet. We always hang out. We even announce free meet and greet after the show. If you want to hang out, come hang out, have a drink. We'll autograph anything. We'll just give you a hug, whatever, you know. I mean, not that sometimes people just want to say kick-ass show and give you a high five or whatever, but it's just crazy. All these bands are doing these paid meet and greets and stuff. And I'm like, it's one thing.
It does come off a bit greedy.
To pay the bills, but you don't need to be greedy, you know.
Yeah, back in the day, I had to hide out by the bus for hours after the gig in hopes one of the guys would walk up. No, I'm just playing.
I actually did that. I was like,
camping overnight to get concert tickets. I mean, everyone's online now. Oh yeah, that's easy, man.
Right.
You know, we're old school here.
I love it.
At one time in Vegas, we had to go like 2 months in advance to wait in line at the arena for tickets for Metallica. And we're like, who the hell goes and waits in line at an arena a month before the show at 5 a.m. just to get tickets, hoping you can get good seats? It's just crazy. The times have definitely changed.
Yeah. I remember seeing shit like that on the news and shit like that 15, 20 years ago. For all the, the arenas and stadiums out here, that in the middle of winter when it's fucking 5 degrees out, negative 10 degrees out in Chicago, in the middle of winter, and there's camps. I mean, well, now there's a bunch of camps from all the, illegal immigrants, but not counting them. People who willingly camp for days and sometimes a week or two. I've never seen it more than a week or two, but in the freezing cold.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Killer, awesome, the awesome tickets. And then, of course, once, AOL opened up and dial up and they were able to start buying shit online, you got all the major ticket brokers who are buying the best of the best seats immediately, fucking everybody over that are fan base so they can go and make their profit later and say, oh, well, we still got these tickets. Now we're going to bend you over 5 ways to 1.
Right. The music business is definitely not a business. It's a scam, but we do it because we love to do it.
That's beautiful. That's good.
I love that.
You know what? That's how you grow your fan base too. When you show your more
you get the real ones, man. You guys are fucking real as fuck, and that's amazing. I mean, more bands need to be that way.
And we still do small shows. We do big shows. We do middle shows, whatever we can, because as long as we're playing music, we're out there having fun and doing what we love to do. So we'll play for 50 people one night. We'll play for 500 the next. We'll play for 5,000 the next. It just depends on the promotion, what city it is, what night of the week it is. So we
if Taylor Swift is playing down the street or not.
And exactly. There's been times where you're like, oh shit,
play in my backyard anytime, Hemlock. Anytime.
So we but the other thing too is I've seen some big bands that have smaller crowds and they get on stage and they play like 6 songs and they pout and then they're done. And you're like, that's also messed up, because if there's only 50 or 70 people there, they still made the effort to come see you. They bought a ticket. There's no reason to punish the people that are there. It's the people that didn't come. So that's another thing with Hemlock. Whether there's 500 or 50 or 5,000, we give an A-game performance every single night. Even if there's only, a handful of people, we're like, they are the diehards that came out on a Tuesday night. Because a Tuesday night in Cheyenne, Wyoming is not going to draw as good as a Saturday night in Dallas, Texas or whatever. It just depends on the promotion, the night of the week, which city it is and all that. And of course, every single venue, because I do all the bookings, every single venue, every single promoter is like, give me a Friday, give me a Saturday. And you're like, I wish I can.
So many.
But they can't,
The gas tank doesn't take weekdays off. We got to fill all the dates. So we need to connect the dots, So we try to be smart and logistical about, the touring.
You guys are very smart, because you guys promote yourselves like a motherfucker as well. And more bands need to do that. Like what you guys have done for years. A lot of them need to learn how to do that. So I know, like, certain situations, like with Fran and stuff, these bands need a freaking boom, post it so people show the fuck up.
Hold on, post it. We're talking old school before the internet again, handing out thousands of
hand out flyers,
hanging out the posters. Dad went out and did old school Vegas signs again the last time. So you have a flyer in your pocket. You meet a metalhead at Walmart. You hand them the flyer. Hey, here's my band. Check it out. No one does that anymore. There's no street teams. So one Facebook post ain't gonna get it done.
Right. I agree.
Somebody started. You just said Walmart. It just made me go left. Somebody started a page on Facebook called Metalheads of Walmart.
We got
Yes,
posted on it. We're supposedly they talked about us like last week on there.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
I was like,
And
dude, that's
another
fucking
band.
great. I mean, a lot of, it's like a lot of
Illusions
people.
of
I tell
Fate.
people, I'm like, don't even knock jobs anymore because there's people with college degrees who are who can't find good jobs anymore. There's tons of jobs out there, but it's impossible to fucking get hired.
I'll tell you
people
what.
are taking what they can, and a lot of people are going to Walmart. And Walmart, it pays half-ass depending where you are. I know here in Chicago, it's like 16 or 17 as a cashier.
But they're not being judgmental just because somebody's got tattoos and piercings.
But then like overnight, it's like 20 to 25, depending on what you do, an hour. And all the metalheads are picking, second and overnight shifts.
We're on tour. When we're on tour, we sometimes sleep in the Walmart parking lots. Not as much anymore because they're not 24 hours.
I was just going to say, they need to go 24 hours again.
Again.
Yeah, they cut that shit out because of COVID. None of them do it anymore.
That was our stop. We would stop at a Walmart for the night, and some of us that would go in, and we had what was called lawn and garden. We'd literally go in, sometimes we'd take food or drink. We sit in there and we'd visit. We talk music, we talk girls, we talk day life, whatever. And that's how we got so close. That's me and Jezzy bonded, our guitar player, so tight because every night we'd stay up and just go in and hang out at Walmart. Sometimes managers would come by and see us and be like, oh, hey, what you guys up to? And we're just sitting in there visiting in a Walmart at like 4 a.m. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
While I was sleeping, get ready to drive the bus, they would go in and drink and hang out. Sometimes even read magazines in Walmart and just sit in there. But now that it's not 24 hours, we had to switch over. And plus, it's also more convenient that we're members of Planet Fitness. So usually we'll stay at Planet Fitness because you can go in and shower. Or truck stops. I mean,
you can get on that thing that massages you, and it's the water machine. I heard
the
that
water massage thing.
Yeah.
Like getting up. It's like, never mind. I'm going to shut up. But we got Walmart's closed, unfortunately, with the 24 hours. But we got a place called Woodman's, which is a grocery store. Out here, and I know there's a lot of them in Illinois. I don't know where else there are, but I know there's a few of them, and they're one of the only 24-hour grocery stores.
We'll check it out when it comes through.
Yeah, in the Chicago suburbs. And
we got spoiled growing up in Vegas.
I'm starting to see tour buses loading in there because Walmart, which is only a mile away, is now closed after 11 o'clock. So the hangout's going to be in Woodman's in Bloomingdale, Illinois.
Just remember Wood and Man.
We're going to do a free meet and greet there. So when we come through town, so there you go.
Free meet and greet at Woodman's.
Yeah.
Man, you want to find Wood? I'll take you there. Fran knows. All right, moving on. Go back. Getting off track here. So I wanted to ask you guys. Okay, so how did you guys all meet? What is the story?
Well, we're brothers.
How did you meet? How your name? All of that. I know you guys came out of your dad's nutsack, the same one. I mean,
these things happen. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, with the current guitar players, Hemlock's been through a few guitar players over 31 years, of course. Jazzy, funny enough, I met at Walmart in Maryville, Missouri, and just kept in touch. And he was in a local band at the time, and I was showing him demo versions of the newest album we were working on in the parking lot and rocking out and stuff. So I kept my eye on him. I knew he played guitar, so as soon as we needed a guitar spot filled,
you kept your eye on him because you thought he was cute.
I sure did. A college kid from Missouri, you know what I'm. Yeah.
How you doing?
And then, funny enough, Jared, the other guitarist, I met him from coming to shows, and we had a mutual friend as well. But he was coming to Hemlock shows in Des Moines, so I kept my eye on him as well. And when we needed a guitar player mid-tour, I told Chad, I said, I know this guy. This kid can shred guitar. I'm not worried about him at all. So Jared. We picked him up en route on one of the tours with zero rehearsal. Went to Dubuque, Iowa the next day, and he played a full set with us. We played as a three.
We learned 18 songs in like 2 weeks or something like that. It was insane. So I call him the rock and roll angel because he saved us on tour. We had like 8 more shows, and he just A-gamed it.
Awesome.
Yep. So that's
you guys literally even though he practiced your songs, obviously he knew him and he just learned them on his own. But you guys even hear him play, and you just said, "Fuck it, let's go."
I know him because I play in an 80s hair metal band with him, so I know he can shred metal and stuff. So I just assured Chad, I said, don't worry, this is the guy. And he is. It's worked out. Yeah. He's been with us for a few years now, so that's absolutely. Cool. And he looks good in tight pants, just saying.
And the other thing about it too,
you guys can talk. I'm gonna go on Facebook and look for him in some tight pants.
Oh yeah, put him up.
Let's talk and my expression going, oh yeah.
No,
the other thing is, you know, that these guys can shred guitar and play the parts, but then you also have to realize their level of dedication because we have so much material being around for 31 years. So for him to learn 18 songs in 2 weeks, I don't think I could have even done that.
Dude, that's nuts.
It was crazy.
Dude,
and now he's added more songs and added more songs. So I think for this last tour, because my crazy brother Brian, that is down there in that corner on the video, he gets bored easy and he likes to mix up the set list. So that's another thing too on tour that we do. So we have our handful of like 10 songs that our friends and fans will get mad if we don't play. But then he sprinkles other songs throughout every night. So every night the set list is different. So it keeps it fresh. Because sometimes if you play the same set over and over and over again for like 2 months straight, it gets routine and you kind of lose some of the fire. So we mix it up and play different songs. So Brian always pushes these guys to learn more songs of Hemlock because 31 years we have over 100 songs. It's crazy. So I think that Jesse and Jared on this last tour, they sent me the master list, and I think there was 58 songs on there that they both knew. So I was like, some of these songs we haven't even played in like 15 years. I got to go back and just refresh and make sure I'm doing it right. So I had to go back and actually rehearse before we went out.
So you go and see in the set list, and you see a song you ever played in 15 years, and you're like, Brian, this motherfucker.
I think it would make it fun and not so, you know.
Well, we rotate it for our sake, but also the fans' sakes. We have multiple friends that will come to multiple shows, and I assure them it will be a different show than the last time you saw us. You know, you can come to 5 nights in a row, and you're going to get a different show and different songs and songs you haven't heard forever.
You would get bored of routine too, just as a band.
Yeah. And I get musical ADD, and I don't want to go through the motions, and I just like to be sincere as well. So when it's so calculated, and again, it works when you have production or you're running tracks or you got dancers and lasers and the whole deal. I get the whole pyro aspect where things have to be cued. We're not sitting there with choreography and stuff. Like, we're just getting up there old school, just rocking and just killing. Doesn't matter what song you play. If you're going to throw down, every song's going to be a hit, you know? So
Hemlock is about as real as it can get.
Yeah.
You keep everyone on their toes by switching it up, you know?
Oh yeah. And it's fun for the band as well. You're not like burnt out, you know, like playing the same stuff over and over again. I think that would kind of
we do so many shows back to back too. Like last year we went bonkers because it was the 30-year anniversary of Hemlock. Right. So I booked us 4 different parts of the tour and we did 132 shows in 1 year. So it was crazy.
Which isn't the craziest year, but it was a solid one. We've done even worse, or crazy. I shouldn't say worse, better, whatever.
That was the most in one year, even though we had longer tours before. But all
fun.
132 shows in 1 year. We did 100 shows across the United States, everywhere from San Diego to Portland, Maine, all the way up to Seattle, down to Fort Lauderdale, everywhere in between, all around the United States. And then we did 32 over in Europe and England. Had an awesome show in London. We played over in the Czech Republic, and so it was a fun year. 132 shows. This year we're probably going to wind up doing about half of that, just because we pushed real hard last year.
Right.
And
well, happy anniversary, belated.
You know, I call it a novelty act because this year is our 20-year anniversary of the album "Believe the Dream," which has the songs "Nobody Knows What a Killer Looks Like" and "Becoming," and a handful of other just staple Hemlock songs. So I love the fact that we can get the banner printed, the kick drum, and go out, hey, we're touring on this album. So we'll do a handful of songs before, we'll play the album in its entirety, and then we'll do a handful of other songs, you know, at the end of it. So it's becoming fun and enjoyable that every year there's basically something to celebrate, you know. There's another album, you know, an anniversary.
You have that on vinyl.
He's totally distracted. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna say he's talking about it, and I saw you guys have it on vinyl.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're saying.
And I am
out of the corner of my eye. I see her just
a collector. And I need it signed.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'll order it.
Cool. Yeah, first vinyl we've ever done. Yep, it took 31 years for Hemlock to produce a vinyl. I mean, we did cassettes back in the day, but yep, first vinyl to celebrate the 20-year anniversary.
That's
Aw.
awesome. Now Sarah's
I
gonna
would
go.
love
As
for
soon
it
as
to
we
be
get offline,
signed,
Sarah's
though,
gonna go and
because
get
I'm
that
kind
shit
of.
like that. That bitch has an album collection. Let me
Oh
tell you.
yeah, I do. I've been collecting for years because I had to sell all my CDs a long time ago.
Right.
And it sold my soul, man.
Right.
Now I got vinyl, and I'm like, yeah.
I did vinyl, then cassettes, then CDs, and I'm like, I'm done with whatever new media we're gonna go with. So it's like I kept about 1,000 of my CDs. I let a couple thousand go, and I'm just like, I kept my favorite of my favorites, and I'm just like, if you can come out with something else, I'm not buying it anymore, man. I'm done. DVD.
You know what?
If you got a
guys gotta
vinyl,
be-
I'm buying it.
You guys got to be the first. Let's bring back the 45s.
45s,
Yeah.
VHS. We actually released a VHS a few years ago. Funny enough.
Yeah.
Right?
VHS
Nice.
and DVD. Now DVDs are old school.
I know, right?
Right?
Yeah,
Oh my God, we're
yeah.
getting so old. You guys are making me feel really ancient now.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it's awesome
young.
that you got-
I've seen some bands
You're
are coming out with cassette. They're
I am
coming out
not.
with cassette tapes again.
Cassettes
I'm like,
are
you
hot
guys are
again.
fucking me up.
Yeah, cassettes are
When
hot.
we were
again.
on tour in Switzerland, that's what the local bands were selling was cassette tapes and not even having CDs. It was funny. And then when we were actually on tour with Slayer quite a few years back, I was like, I was talking to Kerry King. I'm like, Kerry, Hemlock's old school. We came out in the cassette era. And he was like, Chad, Slayer's older than that. We came out in the 8-track era. I was like, oh,
Right? Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
nuts.
I mean, it's also crazy just shooting the shit with Kerry King, but it was funny to hear because it's true. I think they started in '79 or something like that.
Late
Oh,
70s.
I was just 1 year old.
I was born.
You youngins, you're so cute.
It's funny as hell. Okay, so how did the name Hemlock come around? Whose idea was it? What's the story behind that?
That was a long time ago. We had a couple different names we were throwing around. I think I threw that one in the pot. I think I'm the one that did. And what's funny is our guitar player at the time was batting for, I think it was Skeleton Crew was the name. I was batting for Hemlock. We figured we'd be fair and put them all in a hat and shake the hat up and literally pull out one band, and we had half a dozen. Funny enough, he pulled out, or one of us pulled out Hemlock. He goes, oh, you guys didn't mix them up first. So we mixed them up. He pulled out Skeleton Crew. Within 2 weeks, we were watching Star Search. There was a band on there called Skeleton Crew. It's like, guess we're going to have to change the name, and reverted immediately back to Hemlock. It's been that since.
I like it.
So what exactly? I mean, I know the term hemlock.
It's actually a
couple of
poison.
different meanings.
It's a poison.
What is the derivative of the meaning that
Swing,
you chose?
isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a
poison was
poison.
taken, so.
It's what?
Yeah, it's
I
a
just-
poison, but poison was taken already. Brian said
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, but hemlock's it's that plant. It's that weird plant, isn't it?
it's a poisonous
Yeah,
plant that
Yeah.
Socrates was forced to drink the hemlock poison to commit suicide because he was too radical of a thinker. So they talk about it in Romeo and Juliet. They talk about it in old Socrates stuff. And it just sounded like a cool band name that when you hear it, it's easy to remember. You know it's a metal band, but it's also not crazy like some of these bands name their bands these things. And I'm like, I can't remember that. It's like 2 sentences long of a name or whatever, So we just liked it because it was easy to remember. It sounded good, the hemlock, and it was a poison. So we're like, it sounds good. And it just stuck.
It works. The poisonous weed, and it's spreading.
That's right.
I like it.
It's
Oh, and you die with a smile, supposedly. When you die from poison, you die with a smile. So
Really?
Ooh,
I have
maybe
never
I
heard
should-
that.
all
Sarah,
the-
let's find out. You first.
Huh?
people
Yeah, we'll
said
start
that
with me. Why not? I'll be Juliet. Just do it.
the next sabbatical, we're gonna go out and ingest some hemlock.
Everyone's going on sabbaticals except me. I need to split and get the fuck out too.
I need to.
You know
I'm
what?
gonna go
Shut
on
up.
tour
You
with
got
Hemlock.
We're going to Europe, so I mean, just meet us over there, right?
Oh,
You know
I
what?
would love to go to Europe.
You know
I
what,
saw
Sarah?
that.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna jump ahead, boys, and Miss Sarah. You guys just got back doing your West Coast leg tour, right?
Yeah,
Let's talk about that.
Yep.
And then I'll get to where I'm going with this. With my next comment. Hopefully, I won't forget by then. How was it? I mean, you guys were all over the West Coast, all bouncing all over the place. And I see we got Ancient Sins here. What's up, Wes? He said, "Come to LA." Didn't you guys go to LA?
Not this time.
This time you didn't. Okay.
We've played there many times over the years, but yeah, we did not this time. I don't think there was any California dates this last run. So we had New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, hometown Vegas show. That was a blast. Flagstaff was incredible. That was a super fun one as well. So we had some heavy hitter markets for sure. But yeah, there's a few that was like, oh man, I wish we had a little more time, whatever, to hit some other stuff. So hopefully again in the fall we can go out and hit a few of the markets that we may not have done this time.
Right. So so you guys were on tour. What was it like? Like a 6 week or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
It was just a 6 weeker.
Right. So
That's a short one.
Some memorable moments.
Just 6 weeker, like, woo, that's a long time. But anyways, it's still cool.
Memorable moments.
Yeah.
How about
embarrassing, pissed off, whatever. What are some memorable moments from that tour?
You see some titties.
There's always titties.
I know.
I feel like we've done and seen so much crazy stuff that like everything's been done already by now. So it's maybe not as crazy, or maybe our level of crazy is a little like warped at this point. I don't know. But there was definitely a lot of fun stuff. We went some cool places, had some fun times. It was a quick in and out. We didn't get a lot of time off. We had a day off in Vegas the day after, which Chad had to handle a lot of business actually. So I don't know.
If we have a longer tour, I'll actually book days off specifically to go sightseeing because I love to travel still, even after all these years. So we'll go to the Grand Canyon, we'll go to Yellowstone, we'll go to the beach. We like when we were over in Europe, I left a day off so we could go see castles and go to Stonehenge.
That'd be
and we went to the Bone Church in the Czech Republic. Like we're always out trying to go see stuff and touristy stuff. But this one was just so short of a tour for us. And I know 6 weeks sounds like a long time, but normally we'll go out for like 2 or 3 months straight and just show after show after show. So we didn't have as much free time to go. And plus also with the bus overheating, it was kind of stressful and driving through the night. But
you know what? That's awesome. I mean, even though the bus overheated, you still made it to every show.
Yeah, and we have some crazy stuff over the years.
And through the storms.
Crazy things, but this tour was kind of more about just actually making it to the shows. And
actually,
was really, really fun. We played in Roswell on a Monday.
I was going to bring that up. Yeah. Sorry, we had a band on tour with us, Fatal Fall. That was their first tour ever. So it was kind of fun to be able to spend some time and meet up. And we did meet up and go to Roswell because, again, we've been pretty much everywhere at this point, in our lives, in our career. So it's kind of fun to take them out and they get to see stuff for the first time, all excited. But yeah, we poked around Roswell, took some funny photos and stuff like that. Some cool tours.
Oh, that's good. You poked around Roswell because from what I understand, they do a lot of the poking. So
we probe back around here.
We probe back.
Probe the bitches. Get them.
Can you probe me and like put me on your bus so I can see all this shit?
Yeah. You gotta go.
Come along.
I'll be your roadie.
There you go.
I'll work for free.
There you go.
Just willingly offered to be probed.
I'm just playing with that one.
Goes on our YouTube. You will never.
I was playing with that one.
Yeah, the
I didn't say where you can probe me.
Yeah, that's true. The aliens have all kinds of different techniques of probing.
You guys went automatically to the anus, didn't you?
No, there's multiple holes they can stick it in.
Me and Jared went to Wiener Schnitzels in Colorado.
I'm sorry.
I did a whole little video on Facebook, and I put John Cougar on. So the first scene is sucking on chili dogs. So we like to have a lot of fun, a lot of goofy humor.
Okay, how many inches could you swallow?
Well, I'm a biter.
What's your gag reflex?
I use teeth.
Man.
If you answer this, I'm going to give you some props.
I got some graphic stories. What's that?
Did you ask him how many wieners he can put in his mouth?
No, I didn't.
That's a real question.
That's what you said.
Chad, share this story.
Yeah, we our old guitar player Aaron, we haven't talked to him in years. He liked Vienna sausages, which were weird, and he would get them in the little can, and he pulled out the entire can and stuck all like 12 of them in his mouth at one time. We got a photo of him with all 12 Vienna sausages.
I'm curious. I want to go grab some hot dogs and find out.
So it wasn't the length as much as it was the girth that Aaron
was
on.
That's a big fucking mouth, man.
And I didn't eat them, but he asked me. I was pretty drunk at one. Well, back then we were always drunk, pretty much. Everyone but Chad. So, but he asked me. He's like, I remember just being drunk and then slurring. He's like, "How many can you fit in your mouth? 16?" And I was like, 17. I never proved it though.
Oh wow, that's too funny.
So
All
that's
right, I'm
another
gonna
thing
change the
that
subject.
keeps
Go
us
back.
going. That's all right.
I'm sure we'll get sidetracked again. See,
The other thing that keeps us going, honestly, is laughter, because we always are talking shit and making jokes and telling stupid.
That's the way it
should
be.
you know?
That's the way it should be.
And
There's no reason why
That's
these
the way
kids
to
should be boring.
live.
And in our younger years, we used to do crazier stuff, like talking our old roadie into putting hot sauce in his dick hole and stuff, while all the kids would laugh. See, there's that kind of crazy.
Yeah, what's fun?
I
I
wanna
like out
see
people
this
like
shit.
that.
But
Yeah.
right now, this tour,
Ryan.
this
Yo.
tour was more mellow.
I volunteer you. Throw some hot sauce in your dick hole.
No. Well, no, I was always the instigator. But what's
Yeah,
fun is when people react to that, I'm like, that's nice. That's barely getting started on our stories about.
Okay, how about squirting it up
I
your
thought
ass?
this
We'll
was
probe,
the
we'll
time
probe
and
you with
place.
hot sauce.
We would always start and segue up, and things would just get rowdier and rowdier on tour. So if you think about it, we've probably done it. It's ridiculous.
If you haven't done it and I can help you give ideas to you guys, I'm in. Let's do
See,
it.
that's
Sure.
the thing is
No
we,
offense. No
we've been-
offense. I challenge that. Actually, bring it. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but I will be surprised if you can out-weird us or outgross us. Seriously.
Challenge accepted.
we've been around
Yeah,
long
hey,
enough.
I got your number, man.
There you
We've
go.
been around long
I'll
enough.
think of some sick ass shit and randomly text you at 2 a.m. I got
Yeah,
you.
that's
dude.
what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
too. I'm gonna go rash.
I'm putting my
like,
phone on
"Dude, you gotta do
silent
this."
right now.
We've been
All
around
right,
as
so
long,
getting back,
long
going back on track here. Okay, so
What do
you
you
guys,
got
Oh, Chad was saying, wait, friend.
No, I was gonna
Chad
say
was
we've
saying-
been around as long as like Jackass and even
Longer.
longer than
Yes.
CKY videos. It's just they were
Right.
smart enough to film it all and actually monopolize on it and become
Yeah.
rich. But we've done all the same shit except without the budget, because they wound up getting more and more rich and more famous, like when they were
Right.
cutting up Lamborghinis and all that. But stuff as silly as like having food fights in the rental car while you're driving, and then talking your friend into rolling his fingers up in the window, and just all kinds, pushing your friend in a grocery cart down a ramp and making him eat shit, like all that stuff we've done.
That's
And
all.
beyond.
pain.
I
We
grew
just
up with
never-
people like that. That's like my
We just
family
never
from back
monopolized
home.
on it. We kind of screwed ourselves and never became rich and famous from doing all
that
that.
is hilarious.
All right.
But sorry,
Yeah,
you can
I'm
get
gonna
back
let
on
you go
track
ahead.
Back
now.
on
I
track.
kept cutting you off. If you want to
Reel it
ask
in.
a couple questions.
Yeah.
What?
What?
They're
Question.
still thinking,
I-
they're
I
still
think
thinking
we-
about hot sauce in the
I
I'm
dick
think-
just
hole.
rolling with it, man.
think
I,
we
I,
answered
I,
one
you know what?
question.
We can keep rolling. I mean, we got a couple of videos that we'd like to play.
Yeah, let's do a video. I want to
Let's do a
see
video.
that.
Who's in the mood for some music?
Which one do you want to play first so we can segue?
All right,
it?
so we have that's me and Sarah. Well, Sarah, I had to double check with Sarah, but we did figure out a way to play more than one video.
Ooh,
Yeah.
And it was a test a few weeks ago, and I had to rethink it, but I think I got it. So we're gonna try for this. All right. So the first video that we're gonna play, and then we'll talk about is which one am I gonna do? Nobody knows what a killer looks like.
Oh, classic.
All right. This is old school, very well known. If you know Hemlock, you know the song. If you don't, you will after this. It's a great fucking song. Hold on a second.
Thanks.
We find that bitch.
And you make sure you mute as these bitches.
drum roll.
Yeah, you would think this shit downloads in order, but no, I gotta look for the shit.
Nobody knows what a killer looks like! Rah! Naive victims relaxing to their comfort zone, only to discover an old dimension beneath fear. The end is near, blend right in. They're your friend, my friend. Past reality, creeping suddenly, sorrowful kind of pain. Blissful chain of thought, burn trust, mental rot, mortal tender claws. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what a killer looks like! Blissed or thought. More trust mental rot, more don't tender claws. Looks so innocent, bloodhound, no regret. Cutting blend right in. How can you tell who does what, when, why, and where? How can you tell who does what, when, why, and where? Mass reality, creeping shadowless, sorrowful canopy. Bliss, torch, and a thought. More trust mental rot, mortal tender claws. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what a killer looks like. Nobody knows what a killer looks like. Nobody knows what a killer looks like.
Love that song, and obviously,
I like that.
let me get off this shit.
I haven't watched that video in a long time. That's a good
I
video.
love it.
Dude, that is so old school. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
It is.
Brian, welcome back.
Have a good pee. Don't mind me.
Oh,
Hey, that's
yeah.
you know what? It was a perfect opportunity to take a bathroom break. So it works. All right. So, I mean, that was old school as fuck. I mean, it's been a while since I heard that song, too. You know,
I think,
the whole
I think
imagery,
we
everything
wrote
was.
it in 96 or 97. I don't know. It's
Holy
old school.
shit.
And that's one of the
I
songs
was
that
in high school.
Yeah, I think, well, I was just out of high school. I
dropped out
graduated
just
in
before that.
95. But
Oh,
So-
you're just a year older than me.
yeah, so if that's one of the songs where if we don't play that song live, people will be like, why didn't you
Yeah,
play
look that
Nobody Knows
old.
What a Kid Looks Like? So we play that one at every show, except for maybe since we wrote it, there might be 3 or 4 shows that we didn't play it at, and it was weird to not play it, but that's one that everybody always wants to hear for sure.
Oh, hell yeah, man. You can tell it's got everything in it.
Dude,
Yeah,
and
Energy.
get everybody
Your
jumping.
drummer, dude, the whole time he had a
Yeah.
shit-eating grin on his face.
So, yeah. I get comments about that.
He was just like, yeah. He was going
I
up
love
like,
it.
not stopping. He was just
He's having a
smiling.
good time.
Hemlock is definitely the most smiley metal band that you'll
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You can be happy while you're being evil. I mean, most people are. I mean, you know,
Nah.
They're
You
not
know,
evil.
it's nothing wrong with that. All right, so obviously, the song is, you know, obviously what it seems like. You know, nobody knows what a killer looks like because you don't. You know, it could be
It's
a
true.
librarian that you
It
go
could be
to
your
every
next door
day.
neighbor.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It could be Sarah for all I know. She looks sweet and innocent. And that bitch
Sarah.
went in the dungeon and not the good kind.
Uh-oh.
You know. I still don't see it though. But she would be a perfect example. You know, you just don't know what's out there. And I mean, who's your favorite serial killer?
Ooh, here we go.
Ooh, good question.
That is a
That's
good question.
Yeah,
Real or fake? Because
real.
there's
Real.
a lot of, I was gonna joke and say
Not
Dexter.
fictional.
'cause
Let's go real.
I was gonna
Dexter.
joke and say Dexter because he's got some skill and some suave to him, but Albert Fish is real bonkers, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of them. Ed Gein, of course, where he would skin everybody and make lampshades. But Albert Fish, if I remember right, because my wife printed out and got me a bunch of stuff about serial killers that I read a long time ago. And not that I have like a huge fascination, because I'm the type of person where if I run over a squirrel, I feel bad for days.
Oh,
I'm
I
like,
would too. I've never ran over a squirrel in my life.
I don't even
so
like to
far.
like step
I
on
have a
drugs.
problem with possums.
And going back to Roswell, I hit a deer on the way to
A deer hit
Roswell.
us.
And there
Did
was
you
4 of them,
cry?
and it obliterated.
Did you
them.
have a powder moment?
I felt bad, but then I was also pissed because it ruined our $400 tire.
Oh,
Dude, I did 1 month over a possum. I now aim for these motherfuckers.
But I want to
Wow.
say, I think that
I'm not
they're
kidding.
good for you. They're good for your property.
Fuck
Possums.
them. They're bad for the road, and don't
Yeah.
get me started. I hate these motherfuckers. Every time I see them on the road now, I try to run them over. I aim for the motherfuckers. I don't dodge them anymore.
I saw
If I
armadillos
remember
on
my
way
story
up to
right, I might be
Tennessee.
getting confused with.
What's your story?
I might be getting confused with serial killers. I don't remember if Albert Fish was the one that used to put needles in between his ballsack and his butthole up into his groin, just like because he had a weird fixation with like masochism.
I don't know.
I also think that Albert Fish is the one they named the Boogeyman after, because he went and he was a wealthy guy. He went and he talked to this family into letting him take their daughter for the weekend to go to his niece's birthday party. Well, he wound up taking the daughter and cooking her and eating her. And then he wrote a letter to the family that he said that, don't worry, she died a virgin, so it was okay that I killed her and ate her, and that her butt cheeks were the sweetest part of meat. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? He sticks needles in his groin and kills and eats kids. This is the most crazy. And I think that was Albert Fish, if I remember right. But there was also another one about, I want to say, I think it was in, and that's what they named the Boogeyman after, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. But of course, you got all the other ones.
I got a couple.
There was a story also about, was the one in the Chicago, was it Chicago? Because I know that's what you were saying, that's where you're from. But in Chicago, did they have the death house there or the hotel? That one's fucked up too, to where he built the whole hotel, the death hotel. I think it was Chicago where they would have people come stay at the hotel. And then there was
Chicago's pretty much had the reputation for mass murderers.
There was no way out. So this guy would chase people down the hallway into a dead end and chainsaw them and torture them. And I think it was Chicago.
Yeah, I think
maybe
that
Boston.
I think that is right. That sounds.
What was his name?
Don't quote me on it, but it does sound.
That one I don't remember his name, but it was like the Death Hotel or something like that.
Death Hotel.
Big hallways that would end into dead ends, and he would have like trap doors where he could go through. It was crazy. I don't know. It was crazy.
I wonder if it was was it abandoned or did he own it?
I think he owned it. I think he bought it and just made this whole labyrinth of like traps and mazes.
Okay, I'm Googling this shit while you're talking.
Fuck yeah, girl. Let's find out who it is. He's creepy as fuck.
I see someone chiming in because I was going to give a shout to Dahmer, of course. Yeah. We played that venue where he used to go and get his victims, and it's creepy. You could walk through those halls. And
do you feel it?
I feel it.
You feel that energy there.
Yeah, that was weird. I was going to give Bundy props because, again, a handsome, normal dude. Like, what's up? Sorry, go on about Dahmer. Go ahead. I'm jumping around.
Dahmer's apartment was just down the road from the Rave in Milwaukee, and they used to have a bunch of dance clubs and nightclubs there. So he'd go and pick people up. And I don't know for sure if it was called the Rave or what it was back then, but it's a creepy old building, but it's so fun to play there. We played there with Ministry, and we also played there with Devil Driver.
I know what you're talking about. It's like almost directly across the street from the Rave. It's like literally a kitty corner, like maybe 500.
Yeah.
But you can.
And that dude from the what's that TV show that played the Dahmer thing? He did such a good job doing that. It was only like a year ago.
Oh, and the guy from the American Horror Story. The actor. Yeah, he's a really good actor.
And then Zac Efron, you know the abolitious Zac Efron with the super abs. He did Bundy, and he did a great job at Bundy.
I saw that one. He did a good job. I was actually impressed.
Now he's the wrestler, right? Isn't he one of the Hart brothers? I gotta see
like with the He-Man haircut wrestler. Yeah.
Hey, I got one more.
I live next door to one.
I got one more for you. One more joke for best serial killer of all time. Ronald McDonald.
Yes.
McDonald's been killing.
What?
Ronald McDonald.
Anyone subliminal and fucking well undercover. Ronald McDonald. He's killing you slowly. But he's
I got to
this all out one by one.
Ronald McDonald.
So Gacy, of course, is crazy, dressing up like a clown and getting kids and being crazy. But I got a story about the BTK, and it's a story of a story. But we met some friends in Wichita, Kansas. And
that's where I was born.
Down in Hutchinson and Washington. Really?
Yep.
So they told me that they used to go to, because of course our song Nobody Knows That a Killer Looks Like, people talk to us about it. And the whole song is not about prejudging people by the way they look.
Right.
It has a positive meaning behind it, because the guy with the tattoos and the long hair might be the nice guy that opens the door for you, when somebody that's innocent and nice looking like Sarah might kill you in your sleep. You never know.
The same. I mean, that's
You
just
never
don't
know.
judge a book
But
by
they
its
told us
cover.
that they told us that they would go to high school, and this is some friends of ours down there in Kansas. You see, there it is. They would go to high school, and then this dude across the street at the church would offer the high school kids pizza if they came over and let him read church passages to him. So they were like, of course, high school kids are going to say yes
while
to
he
free
read the church
pizza.
passage. Go ahead, you keep doing what I told you to do, and I'll read.
So
to
they
you.
would go over there across the street. They would go over there across the street and get their free pizza, and then hear the church passages. And then a couple of years later, they found out that it was the BTK killer guy working at that church, inviting these kids over for pizza. So they actually ate pizza with the BTK.
Ain't that
Dude,
some
my
shit?
neighbor was a long time ago when I lived with my aunt. I lived next door to John Edward Robinson, also known as the person who put ladies in barrels.
Oh, I was gonna
Like-
say I know that name. Damn. that's
Yeah,
all-
I actually passed out in the front yard, and he lived right next door to us. And I actually became a CNA later on in life, which is crazy. I could have been in one of
Oh,
those
man.
barrels if you would
Yeah,
have saw me,
You're-
dude.
Well, I'm glad you're still here with us. That's
Me
scary.
This is way
too.
better.
Like, they're just passing out drunk in front of mass murder houses and the fucking right there on
I
their
was
front.
like
porch. You can't
20.
just deliver your own ass. Sarah's gonna let you probe it
You were no-
and she'll
you were
let
no
you kill it,
coward.
and let you kill it. Man, she's just like,
I would not. I'd probably wake up and somebody trying to get on me. I'd kill that motherfucker first.
I need some more tattoos. I agree. I got a couple spots still.
I need a lot of tattoos. I'm surprised I'm not covered yet.
That is too funny. All right, so go ahead.
That's
Getting
funny.
off to, well, we can still go back to the whole,
Woo.
killer conversation.
Oh, we're
Everybody
good.
loves,
Fun.
everybody loves that conversation. Eventually, everybody gets involved in that.
Conversation
Sarah,
with your band
Would you like
friend.
to ask any questions, or should we go on to video number 2?
Let's go on to video number.
Video number 2 will stir up some different conversation, because this is the one that you guys got excited about hearing that it was 80s
Yes.
themed. We love the 80s.
Sarah and I are
And we
80s
also never
fanatics.
matured.
Yes,
me
I mean,
neither.
We never
Oh, I thought you were gonna
matured.
show some titties,
Oh, I love it.
boobs.
Oh,
There's
that's again
Gizmo.
with the gizmo. Kaka.
Oh, that's what.
We
I gotta
never
vote for
matured,
you.
so we have the same sense of humor as Beavis and Butthead.
Yes, that's me.
That is too funny. All right, let me get this shit rolling.
Oh shit, guys, I'm smiling so much my fucking face hurts.
So we had a
Thank you,
cowboy
guys.
video, we had a pirate video, and we're like, well, let's come up with
Oh,
let's come up with an 80s themed video. So this is it.
Oh, let's roll.
This is probably my fave.
All
I
right,
can't
so
wait.
the song that we are playing now for everybody is old school as fuck. You're gonna love it. It's definitely got that 80s image that me and Sarah absolutely go nuts about.
I'm a total bird.
And it's called The Wrong Song. All right, so I'm bringing that bitch up right now.
All right, this tour's been going great so far. It's insane. I just got a phone call. Actually, we're gonna go back to Switzerland this October.
They're crazy.
This tour's been going crazy.
No way, guys! Look, I just found my lunchbox from the '80s, man.
We're kind of.
Well, I want to see this, man. I haven't seen this forever. Look, my fanny pack.
I mean, we're.
Run DMC.
Where's-
I used to drink
Who wears the
it.
fanny pack?
Gizmo was my homie, dude. The Joe?
Jobs are our church.
Oh, this is cool, dude. Oh, man. My old
This is
watch.
like,
Watch? Why would you even still have that?
No way.
Dude, that thing is old. That's ancient. What year is that?
Dude, it still fits. This is crazy. I don't know why it still fits.
You're 3 feet away, but we're miles apart. Good thing for you that your device is so smart. I try to talk to you, but you're stuck in your zone. And then you're confused with no idea what's going on. Talking to you, there's a cookie, you're not gonna listen. Talking to you, there's no cookie, you're not gonna listen. I'm putting that cultivated fools in the wallet. Talking to you, there's no cookie, you're not gonna listen. This is the wrong song. I wrote it just for you because you're wrong in everything you say and do. This is the wrong song. because you're wrong in everything you say and do. This is the wrong song, and I wrote it just for you.
Oh man, what a dream.
Oh my god, dude, I'm crying. That's funny as fuck.
I'm like on fire over here. That was so fucking awesome.
That is so much 80s. So much. I haven't seen that
So
one in a
crying.
minute.
My eyes
pants
are
off because I got my swimming suit on
everything
underneath.
was fucking awesome. I mean, all you guys were missing was Cheech and Chong, man.
Holy
That is
shit.
fucking great. You guys literally just like covered so many aspects of the 80s. And I saw the
That
one
was
chick
the
at one point.
coolest video I've seen
Dude, I'm cracking.
in ever.
Dude, that's fucking awesome. I don't think I ever saw that video. I was
I thought
the
my
whole
freaking
ET. Who was the one that was
dance
flipping
video
upside
fucking
down through
weird was
through the
cool,
moon?
but that was really cool.
Yeah. See if you make the video fun, you guys will rewatch it again instead
I'm
of like
totally
watching
gonna
it.
watch it.
What's funny is we take the music very seriously, but we just have so much fun with our videos. Like we just get silly with it for sure. So
Oh
the
my
lives
god.
are serious. The music videos, we just go nuts with it for sure.
So, what's the story behind that song? Who wrote it?
I thought it was funny just to write a song called The Wrong Song because it just was about people being wrong and being stupid, but always thinking that they're right and whatever. And then, you know, there was a weird part about even with Elton John, like, this is your song. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I'm going to write one called The Wrong Song and just play on words and just, you know, whatever. I had fun with it. Just talking about people walking around on their phones, not paying attention to the real world, you know, and all that. So that's why we thought it was funny to have the 80s.
Dude, that's funny.
Dude, that was fucking fabulous.
We touched as much as we could. Yeah, we were kids then, so we grew up with all. So it was very easy to draw from. You know, we
Your
tried
microphone's hard to hear.
Sorry, I said we just tried to draw
your
this
voice.
culture. Am I muted?
No, you just sound like a robot, kind of.
Yeah, you sound
Probably because your phone's in the
different
frame.
We gotta do the robot in that video, man. Now you're doing it now.
We even had the Footloose breakdown where everybody had their
I
little
saw that.
CD.
That was fucking great, dude. You guys are cracking me up. You know. Then you had the Michael Jackson. I saw that.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was. I mean, just everything. Mr. T, Michael Jackson,
Breakfast Club.
Footloose,
I'm pretty sure
E.T.
it's
I mean, you guys just had
Yep,
that all rolling.
Breakfast Club. So what's funny is about,
dance.
I would say at least half of those props we already had at my house, and the other half we went to thrift stores for like 2 weeks.
Oh, I can
and
imagine.
bought all the leggings from the women's section and all the fluorescent stuff.
The
So
pasties.
I think that we probably spent maybe like $50
it was still like $40 at most for the
50
music.
bucks.
40? Yeah.
Oh, the thrift
That's the way
store, that
I
makes
go.
sense, yeah.
Thrift store all the way, bitches. Oops.
Yeah, we try to get resourceful. We call ourselves ballers on a budget, so we were trying to get resourceful and have
Dude,
fun.
that was
with it,
great. That video was hilarious, funny.
But
as
you can find
fuck.
everything you need there.
All
I
right,
love
so
thrift
Man Shad Channel. I'm not inviting you backstage. I'm sorry, man, but no disrespect. We keep it strictly for the bands. And thank you. But that video's great. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
It was fabulous. Oh my god, I died.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you. I needed that.
So
They're
was
doing a boost.
everything done in one take, or did you guys have to keep redoing shit from just laughing your ass off the whole
One take
time?
wonders. Even when it's terrible, it's funny.
Yes.
So you just get the shot, you know.
Yeah.
That's the way
That's a
I
big
am.
epic video shoot. We had our friend John Wheeler, who's been in the music scene for years himself, do it. We'll like be driving in the bus. Am I still robotic or am I
Yeah,
better?
your microphone is crazy. Try.
That sucks. I took it off the Wi-Fi. I thought it'd be better, but
Yeah, maybe that's what
You were
yeah.
better earlier.
don't
Go back
put
to
your phone
Wi-Fi.
bed. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just sit here and look handsome. You guys talk about
There you go. No, but
Yeah,
I
we
want
had
to
a-
hear what you're saying.
We started to talk about John Wheeler, our friend that he played in the band Blue Felix for a while up in Minnesota, and then he's been in different projects and bands. But he's the one that does like the cool editing and graphics because we needed some some the invaders and different like 80s backgrounds and even the swirl flash and all that stuff.
Right.
He's the one that also did the Nobody Knows What a Killer Looks Like video because we wanted to have all the different fire and the color and the vibrance because it still is really colorful and upbeat and exciting, even though that one was more serious and then the 80s one was more silly. And then us riding bicycles and he had to put us in front of the moon where we're going and the one guy's spinning, it's just funny.
I love the Michael Jackson ending
Yeah.
No, that was great. It was great.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the gizmo.
Right? I'd be like, oh, Gizmo, get back under the blanket.
Yes, I have a gizmo.
Yeah.
I have an 80s box too
Yeah.
because I'm
So
cool like that.
We've incorporated so much 80s stuff into even our merchandise and our different things just because it's the era that we grew up in, the 80s and the 90s, so
Gen Xers.
and
And
Brian
like,
with his Gizmo tattoo, people bring him Gizmo toys and stuff, or whatever, and take photos with them. So we even have had Gremlin themed shirts before where we had cute Gizmo with the bad Gremlin on the other one, so it was like a pair of shirts. It was cool. People would buy both, one for the wife, one for the husband. And then we've had a Hulk Hogan, Hulkamania, Hemlock-Iowa shirt before.
Oh, that's great.
We had McDonald's shirt before that I drew. I don't know, all kinds of different stuff. And then the Garbage Pail Kids. I wear Garbage Pail Kids shirts almost every day of my life.
dude.
Oh, yeah,
I have a tarot deck of them.
I just got the tarot deck from our guitar player, Jesse. He gave it to me on tour like a week ago.
Dude,
That's
have you
awesome.
looked at that? Have you looked at all of them? All the pictures yet?
We just got home and I haven't even opened it up
Oh,
yet. It's
you're
right
gonna
here in my
love it.
office. Yeah.
Oh, you're
So
gonna
I have-
love it. They're so
I have
cute.
books and books of Garbage Pail Kids like on the shelf up here. I have all of them from all the years. So I make these shirts with iron-ons and I wear them every day for about the last 19 years. I've worn Garbage Pail Kid shirts almost every day.
You need to
There's
make a
been
Sarah one.
I've told
With an
people
A,
before
no
that
H.
they belong in the state home for the ugly, and they looked at me dumbfounded. They had no idea what I was saying. I'm like, you have no childhood. I was like, what the hell is a state home for the ugly? I'm like,
Yeah. So I drew a Garbage Pail Kid shirt for us and it said Doomsday Dave. That was the more recent one. And then I also did one before of each member on the back and it had Upchuck Chad and I was puking all over the bass. And then Brian was Bathroom Bandit Brian and he was sitting on the toilet throwing poo and pee at the other guitar player, James, who was Juicy James and he had snot going everywhere. And then Jesse was Jumpin' Jesse, and he had springs for legs because he loves Mario. So I put it in the Mario background.
one of my friends made
that's
found. He didn't make it. He just like enhanced it and touched it up a little bit. He made a Savage Ladies of Metal Garbage Pail Kid.
Awesome.
Furry Fran.
Furry Fran. I remember Furry Fran. Yeah.
Yes, she was legit. And all he did was change the title instead of Garbage Pail Kids, and it says Savage Ladies of Metal. And I still have it. I saved it. I'm like, dude, that's fucking great.
Mine's
I'm like,
Snotty
it's not
Sarah or
far-fetched.
something.
My hair's always in a braid. A lot of people used to see it in braids.
Yeah.
I'm like, I always call myself the woolly mammoth because I'm not going to get in detail on that. But I'm a walking hairball. I'm Italian. That's all I say. I go through. I need to seriously. I did like Gillette needs to sponsor the Savage Ladies because I spend a lot of money on those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But
Hey, am I still robotic? I might try to leave and then rejoin.
yeah, jump out, come back in. But it might be just
Oh,
like
yeah,
literally
dude.
just sign back in on your Wi-Fi too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'll try to reconnect here a second.
Okay. All right, sounds good.
Well, while he leaves, is it okay if I take a pee
My
break?
Garbage Pail Kid book from when I was
Hey, fuck yeah, you got the. Dude,
I'll be
you got
right back.
binders?
But I
Hell
wanna-
yeah.
hold on. I'll be back.
Dude, I don't know how we went. We went to our whole conversation went left. It's great. All right, we'll talk about Garbage Pail Kids for another minute or two, and then we'll jump back into program until we get distracted.
I love it. I never have matured.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. You forgot Jeffrey. Get that big ass giraffe in the next video.
Here is. Wait, did she say Sarah with no H?
Yeah. Mhm.
There it is, right there. Sarah Slime melting off the curb like that.
Oh, that's great.
That one's second series. That one's old school. That one's from like 1992 or something like that.
Yeah, that is too funny. All right, so you're gonna have to hold on to that when Sarah comes back, and you got to show that to her. That's fucking hilarious. I don't play taking my phone for my Garbage Pail Kid that was made for the savages.
So you said furry Fran, huh? What does that one look like? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, fine. You're gonna make me.
What series?
Give me a minute. Seeing how we're just completely off track. That's okay. I got this. Give me a minute.
While you're looking, am I any better? Do you got me back?
It's still kind of.
What the heck? I don't know.
That's a little better.
Oh, you sound better.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll just gargle.
All right. Nothing.
All right, hold on a minute.
If it still sucks, I'm just going to take it as a cue.
That sounds a little bit better. I'd say it sounds at least 43% better.
43, all right.
At least 43, yeah. All right, making me look for my fucking hairy ass picture. Hold on.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna see if I can find it. I know it's buried.
She's back.
Sarah, I found it in my collection.
Oh, I love it. Can you make me one? How much do I pay?
Sarah Slime.
Yes. I'm like Slimer.
That one's from second series. That says 1985 on the back. That's old school.
Can you make me one? I will totally buy one from you.
No, I'll see what I can do. I make them just with iron-ons. But yeah,
That's
I got all.
cool.
This is my like third or fourth grade,
Holy
and I know that I
shit.
have furry Fran in here somewhere.
They were selling them at vintage stock here, and I meant to pick some up because man, I used to have a collection as well.
Chad has all of them.
Damn, that's cool.
They even came out recently. Well, like 15 years ago, of a Scratch and Stink series where you scratch it and it smells like dirty socks and like weird things like farts and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Those ones are hard.
That's kind of scratch and sniffs, right?
Those ones are hard to come by. Scratch and Stinks. One smells like a skunk. I mean, it's crazy.
Oh, that's badass.
But yeah, see, we're 80s and 90s through and through.
Hell yeah, man.
We started Hemlock in 1993 when I was 15.
I looked that up.
Brian was 17. We've been Hemlocking it ever since.
So, while I'm looking at, I can multitask, so I'm just going to do this. Now, okay, so you guys finished your second. I'm going to totally jump off topic, but I'm still going to look for this damn picture. Now, you guys finished your first leg, and you guys are going to do your second leg in Europe.
Yeah.
Next month, just 1 month away, almost exactly. Yep.
So where are you guys all going out there?
Start in Germany, and then we go. Actually, we have like 4 or 5 shows in Germany, and then Belgium, and then Hungary, the Czech Republic, Austria, and then back to Germany again. It's not quite as long as we were last year. Furry Fran, I just found. All right, I know which one that is. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Dude, we need a Savage shirt that has you on it and me on it, Fran.
You see what the name is though? They changed it. It doesn't say Furry Fran. Look at the name.
Yeah.
Because they're
fucking
So
Fran.
fucking Fran.
Hey, the
That's a
Garbage
very
Pail
common
Kids,
thing said amongst everybody on music at home. Everyone's like fucking Fran.
I love it because they came out with new versions of old characters, and the original, that's why I couldn't find it. Furry Fran
Yes.
is initially, whoops, there it is.
Furry
Oh,
Francis
cute.
Yep.
from the
Yep.
first series. That's old school. That one's the very, very first series. But
Yeah.
I should try to get a sponsor from Tops from Garbage Pail Kids because I wear them
Totally.
every day for like 18 years.
Also,
Dude.
Taco Bell step up already.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
trying to get Taco Bell to sponsor us because they actually have a band program called Feed the
Oh.
Beat, and they sponsor bands. And if you get it, they give you each band member a $500 gold card that you could buy Taco Bell with. And I think they help with some promos and stuff, but they won't sponsor a metal band. They only sponsor like it smells like Taco Bell.
It was like perfect timing. You're talking about Taco Bell. And I'm like, click.
Taco Bell smells delicious. I love Taco Bell. We go there almost every day on tour because me and my wife eat vegan, and you can make Taco Bell vegan really cheap and easy,
Yeah.
or you just get beans and rice and pico or whatever and eat,
Nice.
you know. And then the other guys can get whatever they want.
Long
you know,
story
I
short,
just like how
though,
they
we,
serve tacos and shit in the morning. I mean,
Yeah.
they do where I live.
we promote the hell out of Taco Bell and they ignore us.
well, they won't sponsor a metal band yet. I'm gonna say yet because eventually they'll give in to us. But
Okay.
I'm trying to get Jägermeister
They only-
on the Savage Kick.
they
I drink
only
the fuck
sponsor,
out of
like,
Jaeger.
indie rock or like real mellow like shoegazer rock bands or whatever, like somebody that would play on Coachella. They don't sponsor metal, but I'm like, it would be so epic. I mean, we go to
It
Taco
totally
Bell
would
and
be.
Planet Fitness almost every single day on tour, and I've lost
Every
a bunch of
fucking
weight.
band eats that Taco Hell.
And
Well,
you can eat anything. You can eat vegan or you can eat the meat lover with cheese. I mean, it's a good place for cheap and easy, fast on tour.
Right.
Right.
That's too funny. Go ahead, the conversation.
So Taco Bell, step up. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
Right?
at Hemlock. What are you
Taco
doing?
Bell, you slacking, man.
Maybe you need to make a Taco Bell video.
Fair. Yeah, we want their budget, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you can
thank
tag
you.
Taco Bell in it
Yeah,
and say, "Hey, check us out. We might be a."
I just
metal
saw a video
band."
that a punk band threw. I saw a video that like a punk hardcore band threw a concert in a Taco Bell parking lot. Like
Oh,
how they
shit.
had the one
Oh,
at
I
Denny's,
saw
but
that.
they
I think
just
I
did
saw
one
that
at
on your
Taco
guys'
Bell
Hemlock
parking lot.
page.
Also, I saw a band playing in
Probably somebody shared it.
In the
I saw it
what?
somewhere.
Bucky's.
Bucky's.
Oh, Bucky's is another place everybody
Oh,
I didn't
likes.
see
Buc-ee's
that
gas
one. That's
station?
funny.
Waffle House.
The gas
Oh,
station?
yeah.
All the bands talk about Waffle House
Yeah,
Yep.
Bucky's.
Taco
yeah.
Hell.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Buckeyes, whatever it's called. Bucky's
That is so
gas
funny.
station.
Bucky's.
You know what? It's free advertisement. It's like, all right, you better give me free gas for a year. You know?
Right.
And
You
we need
deserve
Walmart.
it.
We
That's
need
what I'm
Walmart
talking
24 hours again.
Yeah, look, Bucky's.
Yeah.
Bucky's is now a Casey's. Casey's
I
bought out all
love
the Buc-ee's.
Casey's now. Oh,
Yeah,
Casey's.
yeah.
Buc-
I know at least in Illinois, all the
In my
Buc-ee's
heart.
got bought out by Casey's.
Uh,
Casey's, the Southern Rednecks, man, they took it over and they, yeah, Casey's is taking over.
Yeah,
all
I
the
actually-
northern area.
I actually don't see a Bucky's from where I live because I live in Johnson County, like Kansas side of Kansas City. So I don't see a Bucky's until I get to fucking way over in Missouri. Like it takes a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're taking note. Tim, they got
Taco
you, man.
Bell, directed by
Wait.
Christopher Nolan.
So what else are you? So you guys got the tour in Europe going on. Now, is there going to be a third leg? Are you going to hit the Midwest and the East Coast?
Brian has a third leg.
Well, most guys.
You
do.
don't? No. I do.
I was just trying. I just
How
giving my
often
bro.
are you going to play your third
Chad,
leg,
I
Brian?
do too.
So of course we're gonna try to. Oh my. We're going to try to do a third leg because we have so many more places that we haven't hit yet because we hit
Right.
them all last year. So everybody's like, oh, come to Florida. Oh, come to South Carolina. Come to New York. Come to Montana. There's not enough days in the year
Aw.
to hit it all, but we're going to try
Right.
to get Montana and Wyoming, and hopefully even some Florida if we can. I know our friends in Michigan have been emailing about trying to get us back out to Michigan.
I
which
love
also,
Michigan. Steve Maple and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
we did the
cool.
Michigan Metal Fest last year. It was
Yeah,
epic.
him and Natalie Quirk. They do all that stuff.
Yep. So they
Yeah.
want us to
Shout
come
out to
back and
them.
maybe do a show in Kalamazoo in September, but it's not set up all the way yet. And if we do, then of course we'll try to hit Chicago on the way there or the way back.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? You can come straight through us, Savage Ladies of Metal. And if for some reason we can't pull it at our locations that we have, I got a few locations. We got Alibi. I can hit up my boy Moose and get it at the Moose Lodge in McHenry, where they throw a lot of Illinois metal fests. Well, they've been starting to do that a couple of years ago, and he's involved with a lot of Illinois. He runs the Illinois Metal Fest. Man, there's so many ways we can play this. I mean,
we need to like hire you to get us on Riot Fest 2025. You know anybody over there at Riot Fest?
I know several people who have who do have connections. Riot Fest it's a battle. A lot of people only want in on Riot Fest, like literally Chicago shuts down.
Yeah, but they're not as smiley as Hemlock is.
Right.
No, they're not.
And they're not cool.
And they don't have an 80s video. They don't have an 80s video.
You know? Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to convince Sarah to get her ass up here. And I keep telling her the TV makes things work, makes Chicago look a lot less worse than it really is. Did you catch that?
You never
it's
know
really
what
not
I'm
that
gonna
bad.
do.
I mean, when you go to the beach, you just got to make sure you don't walk barefoot.
You got a good song, "Sweet Home Chicago." It's a good song.
Yes. No, Chicago's cool as fuck. You just got, I mean, it's got its. I can't really say it's got its bad sides. It does have its worst sides, but it's just everywhere now.
We love Chicago. We played out there at Reggie's last year. It was a great time.
Yeah, Reggie's is awesome. They need a parking lot.
Well, everywhere in Chicago needs a parking lot.
Get a parking lot, or we're gonna start pulling up on the fucking grass that's right there next to the goddamn lake, and just all get tickets. Chicago.
We played the House of Blues 4 nights in a row with Ministry in Meshuggah in 2008 because it was sold out every single night. Mm-hmm. And they have those big parking towers right next to the House of Blues.
They got their own parking garage right next to them.
That was rad because we were there for 4 days, so we were able to actually go explore the city and go see a bunch of stuff and go check it all out. But we've played in all the surrounding areas too, down in Joliet. We played down in Braidwood. We've played in Freeport. We've played in DeKalb. We've played all over Rockford. But when you're in the heart of Chicago at the House of Blues, that's one of my favorite places.
Oh, yeah, you're dead smack in the middle. It's where you're surrounded by everything.
We used to play a place called Nightcaps. You remember that place?
Yes.
We played there back in the day a few times. I mean, we played wherever they'll let us play, we play. But I'm going to challenge you to see if you can help squeeze us on the Riot Fest Riot Fest in 2025.
I was going to say, this year is definitely not going to fly, but it's.
You never know. There's a lot of those wusses.
That's something that we could talk about.
There's a lot of those wusses that cancel at the last minute, and you just be like, all right, slide Hemlock right in. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Slide him right in there.
Probe Hemlock right into that slot.
Did you guys try for Milwaukee, or have you played at Milwaukee?
Now everyone's going to be like, wait a minute, Fran, do you have access to Riot Fest?
Yeah.
Hey, I know Joshua Toomey from Not Fest.
I got a connection or two.
Yeah. That's awesome. We played the Knot Fest in Southern California before, down in San Bernardino. It was rad. That was like
2015 or 16, maybe.
Yeah, it was cool. It was Slipknot and Body Count played and Guar and all
Suicidals. That was a good lineup.
Oh God, I love Suicidal Tendencies. I have yet to see them live. They're like one of my favorite bands.
We got to open up for Suicidal Tendencies in like 1998 or something like that. It was epic, way back in the day.
Well, thanks for just ripping my heart out and just crushing it.
Let's just do it again. Come to the
It's never too late. Hemlock and Sarah, it's your job to get Hemlock on tour with Suicidal Tendencies. So you can see
mission.
Tour manager, you got the title, tour manager, right?
Get it. I've already got a few ideas.
I'll be a tour manager. Okay.
If I can't pull off Riot Fest, I've already thought of 3 bands that I know are coming through next year that haven't been here in a few years, and one's coming from Europe. I'm not saying shit, but they've already been talking to me about using the Savage Ladies to come to Chicago. And oh my God, you guys be killing on that lineup.
I have to go.
Yes.
Sarah doesn't even know about this. I haven't even told Sarah about it.
I'm excited. You didn't mention that Hemlock in there.
All right, so guys,
the food's over. I
got guys, this was a lot of fun, but I am going to go ahead and cut it. Do you guys, is there anything you guys have not told the fans and everyone you would like to kind of
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff we haven't said, so we just need to do a part 2 later.
Yes.
You know what? We can.
Fuck yes.
Usually I don't, but there's so much we did not talk about.
Yes.
We're talking about Garbage Pail
And
Kids,
I'm
the
gonna be
80s.
ordering that vinyl.
I'll get a better connection next time, I swear.
Aw.
No, you're totally cool. You're totally cool. All right, we'll throw it out. We'll give it another 5 minutes real quick to knock out some things. We got new music coming,
Yes.
No,
gentlemen.
Maybe.
I think
maybe. Maybe.
We always are working. We're always working on stuff. We're always working on riffs and parts and stuff, but we don't have any plans to record anytime real soon because we've just been touring like crazy. We had 2 albums come out at the same time,
Crazy.
like a
Yeah.
year and a half ago. So we've just been touring on that like crazy, and then doing the reunion tour and all that. So, or the anniversary tour. But we're always writing and recording.
Oh, hey, hold up. Next year is anniversary of the Mouth of the Swine album, which the Wrong Song video we watched is on. So maybe we'll just do a full tour of that stuff. Everyone dress 80s.
Oh yeah, that's so funny. That was one of my questions.
You gotta make it a pimp and hoe show. Have a
There
bunch
you
of metalheads dressed up as pimps
Yes.
and hoes. I mean, I'm gonna shut up, but I could say
No,
something.
I'll think
The
it's
whole
something
part's not
clever.
far-fetched in Chicago.
I'll think
Yeah.
it's
I
something
said it.
clever.
Yes, I did. Yeah. But that would be fucking awesome. Have your go to the 20-year anniversary tour and do it all 80s style. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
I
throwback.
would totally become like Cyndi Lauper.
There you go.
Awesome.
I can
Yeah.
see
You saw in a single video I was Mr. T and Madonna. So these things are possible.
Oh,
The 80s makes everything possible.
I've been a fool.
that's awesome. All right, so everyone, people in Europe, keep your eyes peeled. They're
You're
coming
next.
for you. You are
They're coming
next
for
on
you,
your hit list.
Hemlock.
Thank
We
you
love
so
you
much.
all.
His tattoo titties again.
Yes. Show us those
Thank you for the
tattoo
interview.
titties,
It was
Brian.
nice to meet you both on
They
here.
were my titties. It was Gizmo on the stomach, but that'll be my parting shot for you. I do got some booby tattoos. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got a heartogram over here. But no, Gizmo is on my stomach. Don't make him weird.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
I love that.
There you go.
Yes.
I'm gonna
I
look
absolutely love
over
that.
here.
And
We'll talk more tattoos next time. How about
Fuck
that?
yeah.
it
That
says
is awesome.
Gangsta
All
of
right,
Love
let's
on
see.
it,
Hold
which
on,
is
real
also
quick. Sir Timothy says, settled Hemlock, not so quiet riot fest. Make it happen.
I like that. I'm gonna
Nice.
play a
good.
Quiet Riot song there too.
Yes.
Dude, that is awesome. You guys, this has been a really fun interview. It was awesome meeting you guys. We definitely got to hook up again and
Most
shoot
definitely.
the
Most
shit. And when you guys decide to break your asses through Chicago in the Midwest, me and
I need
Sarah
a
can go on
Savage
that
Ladies
same
a metal tank top when we come through. Fair? Maybe Sarah can get the Garbage Pail Kids and I'll get a Savage Ladies. That's
You
what
might be
we're
able to fit in the one that Fran sent me because it does some weird things to my tits. It's funny.
I got man boobs, but I
It's
can
so
actually still
big.
flex them. I can flex them a little bit. So, anyways, this interview is getting weird. I'm not giving it all away today. Next time, part 2. We'll see what that.
Oh my god, it's funny
It's
as fuck.
never weird.
Make it
All
at
right.
2, make it
You
at 2 in
guys,
the morning
thank you.
instead of 2 p.m. So there you go. All right,
It's
much
funny as
love.
fuck. This was an awesome interview, you
You
guys. Thank
guys,
you so much for making
I
this
had one of
time.
the best
On
times
Sunday,
ever.
Monday, sitting
One
in
of
that
the
Savage
best
hot
times.
seat, talking tattoo titties, 80s, you name it. Everything happens here on the Savage Ladies of Metal YouTube. Check it out. Check us out every week. You never know what the fuck we're gonna say and do. All right. So if anyone wanted to find you real quick, last chance, platforms, where can they find your merch? Your
Go,
music,
Chad.
all that?
Go, Chad.
hemlockworld.com, Facebook Hemlock World, Twitter Hemlock World, Instagram Hemlock World, Spotify Hemlock World. It's all about Hemlock because we travel the world.
All about the world.
Hemlock World.
Hemlock OnlyFans coming soon.
Oh yeah, and youtube.com/
Hemlock
Hemlock
OF.
World.
Keep your eyes peeled and your pants down. It's coming.
We'll see you next time. Thank you so much, ladies.
All right, you guys have a
Thank
good
you.
one. This Sarah.
Bye. Much love. Bye bye.
Everyone else, thank
Stay
you.
savage.
Love and respect. Have a good one, guys.